Let's get it, boys. JC backfire.
That was funny because it just seemed
sir,
so
bro.
bizarre. And
Any bizarre
and
gamers?
It was very bizarre. And something that I really liked that we did as well. And
Chat, who saw the Jason Blundell reveal for Deviation Games with JC live? One in the chat if you saw this.
Talked about it at length is I like that
I
we
didn't
really, like,
actually
telegraph
see
that it
this
was gonna
live,
happen,
but I heard it
you know?
all on Twitter
we could have
instantly.
definitely had more people watching that stream if I tweeted out, hey, there's a mystery guest that might be on my stream this Thursday.
True. And
Or
JC
there's
didn't do
somebody
that.
might
That's
be
actually
stopping
such a great
by this
point.
Tuesday. Like, we could have had a lot more of eyes on that stream.
That is really
but
true.
We decided to just let it happen like organically and naturally with like the 200 to 300 viewers that I normally have on Twitch, and just let it happen to that group, because it's just gonna make it feel that much more special and that much more.
This
like,
guy knows how to promote things, man.
No, nothing.
See,
crazy
chat,
happened, right? Because JC would.
Lads, I feel like most video games, one in the chat if you agree with me, most video game companies don't know how to promote anything. I think most of them are garbage. They don't understand that their audience. Like, look at everything that Activision's doing. Look at so many other game companies, where, like Battlefield. They don't even understand what the players want, man. It's crazy. So seeing this level of intuition in promoting and marketing, that's a Drake in the chat for Deviation, bro.
I really liked how we did it because it
That's
felt
what I'm
very like
saying, man.
grassroots.
That's
and
how you know it's
playful,
different.
And I feel
That's
like
how you know, bro.
You just don't see that.
That's how you know, man.
A lot in the gaming industry. Like, obviously there absolutely is like playful stuff in the gaming industry, but it's not every day that the studio head of a AAA gaming studio is gonna be sitting behind you on a couch just messing around with your Twitch stream.
That's why it's
for
iconic,
hours.
man.
Like, that just doesn't happen, right? So
True.
It was fun. It was a fun thing. I'm really glad it happened because I think
And it gives off the energy, chat, of JC at the Chronicles reveal with like Jason Lundell randomly happening to be there. Chat, I will never, lads, I will never forget that moment, because I always remember going on Reddit and seeing people literally flame JC, saying that he was lying and stuff, that he was going to reveal DLC 5. And then he did it. Boom, man. Let's go, JC.
It really tapped into like
Love that.
energy that
Love
Deviation
that.
have. Like, we do things differently. We want to be different. We want to be fun.
Love
because that's
that.
what it's all about. So yeah,
Y'all
that's a very
listening,
long-winded
bro?
answer, but
Are y'all
the short
listening?
story is it took months to plan. Like, it took
Yeah.
months to plan. I was so beyond excited. I was talking with Jason and Dave about it like every single week, really planning out what we're gonna do. I was getting props for it and all sorts
Dude,
of stuff.
that's so funny,
It was a
man.
really
I
good time.
love it.
So we have
I
a
love
question
it.
here from Deep that says, how are your stress levels realizing you had to move from Texas to LA after receiving a call?
My
Oh
homie
my
not
God.
from-
Where do I even start with this one? So for those of you who don't know, I actually lived in Austin, Texas
Yeah.
for a little bit because I was chasing the full-time.
But honestly, chat, JC went from living to Alabama to Texas to LA in like a year. That's crazy, bro.
streaming.
That is
right?
crazy.
I was chasing that really hardcore. And it was going super well. Like, the community that we had, we raised like $33K for charity at one point that year.
Dude, it was
We hit
crazy.
over 3K subs.
Chat, y'all, one in the chat, if you
All
remember
that
the
year.
Noah
It
J
was going
donation
awesome.
videos
I have you guys to thank
with
for
the
that.
charity, man.
It was
Dude,
crazy.
the
But I am
torture
proud of,
donos.
like, how much work I was.
That was so
putting
much
into
fun.
it,
I really love that
year.
stream.
It
That was a
lot
great
of
stream.
fun. And
We should
I
definitely
remember
do more of
thinking,
that
okay,
as a friend
I
group
got the
for
Twitch
sure.
channel right. I'm about to graduate college. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now I just need to get the YouTube channel right again, because at that point the YouTube channel is kind of stagnant. I was just Twitch, no YouTube too much, and I was like, all right, here we go. Full force. We're gonna go back into YouTube. I'm gonna post a video saying I'm back. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so fun. Like, here we go.
It
It's
ain't
gonna be
never
crazy.
like that,
Two
man.
channels is gonna be nuts. And right when I was about to do that, right after I made that video saying I'm back on YouTube and I'm about to go full force on YouTube again, right after I posted that, I got an email. I was just seeing this email in my inbox.
Dude,
it was kind of weird. There was
Life be like, no, you know what Life said to JC? Life said, no
a lot of
mega
meat on
lol,
it.
bro.
It just kind of felt like, this is
I love
strange.
that.
Like,
It's
some
so
company's
funny.
trying to contact me, and there's somebody that I've never
They
heard of that's
legit
emailing
knew,
me,
man.
and they're just saying they want to like talk with me, and they're not really saying like why or for what reason.
No
And
more
then I
YouTube,
got
JC. No
curious
more.
because that was just kind of a weird email that I got. So I looked up the person who was sending me the email, and I found out.
Like, so you think the Untitled Cloud 2023 game is going to be the only zombie experience? No. I think it'll be chat. one in the chat if you believe in it, two in the chat if you don't. Listen, I think it's gonna happen. Is it gonna be the only COD Zombies experience? I don't think so. I think there is gonna be a game in 2024 to combat deviation games. That's what makes more sense to me from Treyarch as it is right now. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Previously had worked on.
It could be both or one or the other.
I loved in my life. Basically, I saw their resume and the things that they worked on before, and I was like, oh yeah, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I saw specifically, and they've worked on so many things, but I saw specifically what caught my eye was they helped produce Garad Crovey.
Chat, are you listening? The homies that have made Doris, Grod Covey, Derizon, Ancient Evil, Shadows, and Mob, they work at Deviation Games now. Fam. Like, this is huge. People need to know this, man. This is where all of the GOAT creators from Treyarch have now moved to. It's literally Deviation Games, chat. I'm telling you, boys.
And a lot of the other zombie maps
Look
that I really
at that.
loved back in the day. And I was
That's crazy.
Oh my god, I have to
It's
reply to this,
huge.
dude. Like, what? I don't understand what's going on with this email, but I gotta reply.
Like, lads, remember when the announcement for Corky Lemcool was huge with the D-Machine thing, and then now it's Kevin Drew and all that? Bro, like, this is massive, bro. Because now you're going to have Kevin Drew on Treyarch against the former creators of all these insane top 5 zombie maps at Deviation Games, cooking up whatever they're going to be cooking up. Chat, we're going to be eating good soon. I'm waiting. I'm starving right now, but we are going to be eating good.
This.
I believe it.
Long story short, a couple emails back and forth, starting a dialogue for a little bit. Then a phone call was about to happen, and I got on the phone call. I was like, okay, I'm about to have a phone call. I don't really understand like what this company wants to contact me for, but okay. I answer the phone call.
Chronicles
it's not
be like
the person I was emailing.
Wow.
You know who?
The man, the myth, the
I was
legend.
like, hey, what's up? And I just hear
JB.
"Hi, Casey. What's going on?" And I'm like, oh my god, this can't be happening. There's such a weird habit
I'm telling you,
with
we're
Jason
gonna be
Blundell
feasting, bro.
just randomly appearing in my life at very significant.
Alex, I think you're overhyping it because we thought Cold War was gonna be hella good. The thing is, Nate, you got to remember this, chat. Cold War, was it a pandemic game? Yes or no, boys? Yes or no, bro? Cold War was a pandemic game. Y'all need to realize this. So it's like, even for a pandemic game, the effect that that game had was amazing, bro. Amazing. Seriously amazing. So that's what I'm saying, chat. I always say this, but there is a future where everything sucks. And lads, if that is the future, then that is the future. But I really hope it isn't. And I don't want to overhype it, but I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. So I think you need to know that.
Times like the first time I met him, I was a freshman in college. So that's a very significant time of a person's life. Like they're just getting used to what the college experience is like. They don't really know what the real world is like or anything.
Would you ever play the court? I think I might play it with Ren soon. That would be a lot of fun.
All starts happening when I'm like exiting college, like when I'm graduating, when I'm trying to like move on into the real world for the first time, and it's just like, dude.
You really went to the real world, dude.
More of a sign for me personally.
Just kiss him already.
Oh my
hey,
God, this is
he's my ex. Come on,
that
man.
I need to go and do.
Come on, sister.
And if there's anything that I can say with this video, if there's any advice I can give, it's don't be afraid to take the risk. Do not be afraid to say.
Chat, listen to this, man. Listen to this, man. Boys, I need nothing but Drakes and Kissa homies in the chat because this man is spitting factuals right now. Listen
say yes
to, this,
to something that might sound
Say
insane.
yes.
Might
Take
sound
the
scary,
lead.
It might sound nuts. Because
go all the
I
way,
said
man.
Yes on the phone immediately when I was asked about this. I didn't even hesitate. I said, yep, I'm down. I will move to LA. I'll do whatever I need to do.
Chat, I'm telling you, boys, listen. In life, there are opportunities. I literally said this last stream. That sometimes you might only get 4 seconds to answer. But you always gotta be the yes sir man. The yes sir. Yes sir. And that is when you sort of know also when you need to do it. You know, it's sort of just something that happens, I feel like. So,
I'm there. Let's do it.
My man JC
And
did it.
That's
why I'm
scary.
very proud
That's
of
terrifying.
him,
And I remember even
said yes,
talking
sir.
to him on the phone and going, oh my God, is it weird if I say to you right now, Jason, that I'm saying yes, like immediately? Like, is it weird that I just want to say yes right now. Like as soon as you're talking to me, like I don't even want to.
You listen to this guy,
I just
man.
want to say yes, like right now. And he was like,
Chat, take this to heart or forever be living in regret, man.
So the rest is
forever
history
live in regret.
I really do like think it was
deviation
a sign that very much needed, and it was scary. Like moving to a big city like LA out of nowhere, like
JCBF gas and balls, boys.
Notice that's very scary. And doing that, like I didn't know what the outcome would be. I didn't know what was going on.
Why does that emo make me laugh so much?
I didn't know anything about the project or anything like that or anything. Like I didn't know anything. I just literally was like, all I know is that I think I got to do this.
Yes.
I think I got to trust my gut and do this.
Yes.
And that to me, like, was something that I really take to heart.
Let's effing go, boys.
It's a very important thing about life. We're here for a short time. You got to make the most of it. You got to take risks.
Chat, this man is spitting factuals, boys. I'd rather be living a short life doing what I love than a long life filled in a meaningless way, boys. Bow, 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 man.
I could have kept being a streamer in Austin, Texas for a couple of years if I wanted to.
True.
But would I have had the growth I have right now as an individual?
JC is a community manager at Deviation Games, boys. So he's responsible for all the social media.
I made the right choice when I said
Don't forget that, boys.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's move on to the next question. Luke says, how much of a say have you and other deviators had regarding
great question.
Project?
Oh my gosh, these questions are fire.
It's
boys.
Something that I think...
Are these homies from my chat? I don't think so, boys. We do not have that type of IQ. I'm not going to lie.
We do a lot as a people. Like, we as people, all the time, we always like to condense all of the work that goes into a project to like one or two people. Like, it just naturally happens all the time because that's how marketing works. That's
chat. No, legit. Okay, legit. He's spitting factuals. Chat. I'll never forget when I went to Treyarch for the first time, or to Treyarch to play Treyarch for the first time. Chat. You know how many people were on the sound team for like all of Black Ops 3? Chat. Take a wild guess. Literally take a wild guess. You will not believe this shit. When I went there, they showed us the studio. Legit, chat. It was two homies. Two homies. Two. You like, a lot of people are shocked by that, but it's like legit. It was two homies, man. Two fellas in the sound studio. And they killed it, man. And I'm pretty sure they're still there, to be honest. Their sound team is fire. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, bro. But y'all need to realize that.
Society views
it's
things.
Crazy to see how like little
The Dark Knight.
People
That's
were
a Christopher
working on
Nolan movie, right?
You know?
Like that. I just think of it as a Christopher Nolan movie, and it's a Christopher Nolan vision. Even though there's probably so many moving pieces that make that movie what it is beyond just Christopher Nolan. What I can say is with Deviation, truly here, I really do feel like, it sounds cheesy. It really sounds cheesy as an answer. But sure, you have Jason and Dave at the top. You have them leading the charge on the vision of what this game is. Absolutely. That's going to exist. Like,
chat, I think this is going to be the video game that the community is going to have the most power for. One in the chat if you agree. I believe, guys, if you guys say something that you don't like, it's not going to be like a BO4 situation where everyone's like, we don't like the HUD, and then they just never change it. Right, chat? If there's something that you don't like about this game, lads, you can say something to me, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to be like, bruh, I can make a video on it. I know JC can watch it, lads. I know it will be noticed. Your cries, your outcries, your thoughts are not going to be rejected like Activision. I want you to know that that's huge. That's ginormous news, man. Like, what you say as a gamer actually matters to a AAA studio company? Activision's on their knees looking at this video, man. Come on now.
Really, really hard decisions of, yes, is this going in? Yes, is this not going in? Is this happening? Is this not happening, right? Like, that has to exist to some degree. But I really do think that Deviation Games has a really
What's the game
awesome
about, though?
culture.
We don't know.
And Dave even said this.
We do not know, fam.
The best idea always wins. The best idea should always win. And I've even felt, even at my level, being a newbie to the gaming industry, being someone who's never been on that side of the fence, right? I've never been on that side of it. I've always been like just a content.
That's what I'm saying, chat. That's what I'm saying. What type of game developer says the best idea wins? Right? Every other game developer is like, listen, I got a vision, I'm gonna do it. And then they make something like, it's like Call of Duty Vanguard. No, but seriously, man, I'm telling you, chat. The greatest thing I can tell you right here is that what you say matters, man. And that is massive. And I have such respect for that, bro.
Contribution to the game that I never thought I'd be able to.
Like Fall Guys, exactly, man.
I know that goes the same.
Hearts in the chat if you love the Fall Guys communication.
I feel like there's probably other places out there where it's harder to voice your opinion and harder to give that crazy idea.
Exactly.
That might sound really, really nuts on paper, but might be the coolest thing for the game. There's a lot of places out there, I'm sure, that you might get shut down, but I do think that Deviation Games is a place where those ideas are welcome and you actually feel listened to.
Bow, 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 bow! Let's go!
At all. I really think it's like the collective vision is the answer. It sounds cheesy, but like the collective vision as a whole is what's steering the direction of the game. All right, so Jake asked, what's it like?
That was a phenomenal answer, bro. That was a phenomenal answer. What is it like working with Jason Blundell? Oh, no.
The same man who showed up in your dorm.
What is this going to be about, bro? Working with Jason Blundell? Come on now.
I think it's made the experience very welcoming. Jason, because he knew me from the old days of my channel and stuff like that, he just knew a lot about like how I operate.
Yeah, Jason has been around in this community.
He's been very like welcoming.
Lads. I don't think a lot of people know that.
Always since the beginning, very like helpful and
almost
like
JB.
mentory in a way. Anytime that I would ever have a question about something, I could shoot it his way.
Jason seems like a funny dad.
It eased me into it more. Like it eased me into it more because I've already worked with him
Jason,
a
real one,
in the
boys.
past.
That's what makes me so excited, lads.
It made the process a lot less
like, boys, even if the game is bad, you can at least say it's bad. And they'll actually take that criticism, bro. Not like Treyarch where it's like, oh, it's bad? We're going to make Terra Maledicta now. Shut up, bro. You know? Like, dude, just shut up and just take the criticism on the head, bro.
Haunting and a lot less scary because you have someone who's like, hey, I know how you are, JC. Let me help you. Let me help you get accustomed to this. Let me help you, find your way in this new world that I'm sure you're in. Like, he knows that it's a new experience for me, and a new, a new journey for me to take.
Blundell did everything for us in BO3, even tried to push through the worst of BO4. I know, man.
They all have, honestly.
We love Blundell,
I would say that's like,
he's a creative individual.
That's one thing that I love about working with him is that he knows, he really takes the time to like really understand like my situation, where I come from and where my background is, and help me get to where I need to go. And that's a great thing.
That's what I love, man. There's some actual love and care into the game.
Okay, so Zombie asks, do you still have it at home?
Pandemic homies be like,
Deviation Games has been a very unique place, not only because it's just an awesome studio and all that sort of stuff, but it started in the world of the pandemic. Like, that's where it started from. So the studio was like built in so many ways working from home. Like from the very, very beginning.
Started from the bottom, now we here, baby.
So we have people all over working for Deviation. Like people in Canada, people in other countries.
You say Canada? You say Canada? You say Canada? Canada's the biggest U.S. state. Actually, true.
Is like, I know Canada's another country, but yeah, like people everywhere.
Canada's another country.
So deviation is still like.
No, Canada's the biggest U.S. state, bro.
Absolutely, it's fully remote if you want. But we actually currently right now, maybe it changes, I don't know. But currently right now we actually have a hybrid working model, which means that you can go into the office if you want, only if you want, and you have to go and make sure that you are like healthy and safe to go into work. Like you have to make sure you're like COVID tested and all that sort of thing before you get there. But you can go into the office if you want to see everybody.
More people live in California than the entirety of Canada. I know, I'm the only Canadian here. I know.
So it's kind of like do what you want at your own pace kind of thing. Do you want to go into the office 2 times a week and the other 3 stay at home? Or do you want to go for the full week or go for only 1 day of the week to have like your really important meeting that you need to have that Monday.
What's going on, man?
And then work from home the other days. Like it's just really what fits your sort of working style the most. And I think a lot of companies are doing this model right now, to be honest, especially in the gaming industry, I would imagine. But yeah, so it's a hybrid model right now. It's kind of like both. It's like whatever you sort of want to do. And also there's so many people.
That's a very interesting answer.
Right here.
Well, Deviation's games first game have a pause menu. Chat. Lads, I believe it. I believe that Deviation. I'm a believer that Deviation games will have a pause menu. Woo! Yeah, a pause menu. I believe it, lads. I believe it. We can pause games in 2022. I believe it, bro. You know why? Because, Canada, man.
It might be hard for them to get
Canada,
to the office.
man.
So it's definitely like a thing where remote is like totally appreciated and
it's
totally
Canada,
valued.
man.
People all the time ask me like,
Canada,
JC, like I want to apply to like Deviation or something, and but I don't live in LA. That's okay. You can absolutely still be considered.
Come to LA, brother.
All right. So Silver asked, after being in the industry for a while, what is the main misconception?
Chat, Deviation Games hiring? Dang. What's a misconception about the gaming industry? Oh, that's a really good one. Because you know that my influencer ass always complains to devs. So
about it,
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Most people get wrong. I don't know if that's a boring one. Silver, that is not a boring question at all. I love this one. I think a big thing for me, and you guys have definitely heard this term, is when I hear people say the word lazy devs. I hear that all.
Chat, okay, I'm not that bad. Any homies that say lazy devs legit actually have no idea what they're talking about. Even Treyarch with Vanguard is not lazy. That is just them figuring out a whole new system, and that is why they're like actually not like doing well, in my opinion, right now with original maps. You can say unoriginal, but I definitely don't think you can say lazy, especially considering about like how that one BO4 dev was like working like 18 hours a day just to pump out zombies. Like, definitely not lazy, bro.
All the time.
I agree with this one so hard.
All sorts of gaming communities. It's everywhere. And I think it's something that's like
that sounds what a lazy dev would say.
A lot of the time, like if
Shot, am I a lazy dev? I'm a lazy dev, bro.
Or isn't
I'm a lazy
going the right
dev,
way
bro.
in a game's community, or the game isn't what somebody is satisfied by. I think there's a different way to word that than just saying, yeah, they were lazy.
Mighty?
Yeah, they didn't care.
True.
Yeah, they didn't whatever, right? And lazy's like the big one for me.
True.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, because he actually knows what happens behind the scenes. So I'm just like, bro, it's so true. That's such a great point.
Like from what I
agree.
Experienced. Every
Hearts
game
in chat,
made
if a game is a miracle,
has to have so much organization, so much honing of a craft, so much just passion and fuel behind it from a team to get it done. And it's years of work. So many of the time, right? It's years of people's lives working on something.
How many times did it take you to pass your driving test? Actually, once. But I was almost about to fail. I remember pulling in at the end, and the woman was like, you know, if you didn't pull in the second time and readjust your car, would have failed you right there. I'm like, shit.
I'm like, there's a better way to criticize the game.
I know, dude. I'm so lucky.
Devs are anything but lazy. And yeah,
true.
I'm a big defender on
Pre-recorded Deviation. I agree, boys.
Now I've seen how game development really is. no one could do this stuff. like we're so lucky we have some of our favorite games. Like we really, really
I
are.
really agree with this.
Even sometimes when I don't
Kingdom
like
Hearts,
what
baby.
directions they go.
Let's go,
I
man.
Still am, like,
she was like Mike
appreciative
Wazowski.
of the amount of work and effort that went into it, if that makes sense.
Let's go, man.
All right, we have another question from Jake, actually, because Jake is just really good at questions, I guess.
Jake.
Since you work at Deviation Games while also being a streamer, you have had various interactions with releases and its communities. Have these interactions altered what you think a game should accomplish?
I'm curious.
This question is such a five-head one because it really taps into like
any five heads
Best
in
on
chat
this map
boys,
of all time.
any five head deviators in
Kino
chat
Duto
boys.
Black Ops
If
1.
you're a five header, you're deviating.
everything
Bro.
that I am passionate about.
That's
But in
me,
short,
bro. Jake!
absolutely. Like
Jake, bro, you're five headed, man. You just came to the stream, boys. That's big five head energy, bro. That's six head energy, bro.
it would be so
That's
weird
four head energy.
as a community manager if I didn't participate and play other games. Like I feel like that would just be like not very healthy. A big reason why I went towards doing variety games on Twitch, for instance, like playing all sorts of different games on Twitch and just like really checking a bunch of new stuff out that I've never checked out before, is because I felt like I really needed to get those experiences. I felt like I really
True.
needed to
Lads,
play-
and that's a great answer because that shows that not only are they just trying, this frame is really funny, but not only are they trying to capture everyone from the zombies community, but they're trying to capture everyone from all games, man. That's what they're trying to do. And the fact that JC is getting himself experience with a bunch of other different games and their communities and what their promotion is and all that, that's A plus,
some
bro.
games I've
A
never played before
plus.
because I was always sticking to one thing and one thing only. I needed to go experience what other communities were like and other
Exactly. A plus,
games
man.
were like. I have talked with y'all a lot on stream about like, okay, what gets you really excited? What gets you really excited when a trailer comes out? What gets you really excited?
They want to
from,
know, boys.
like a blog post.
Lads, I'm actually curious. What is your favorite zombie trailer? What was the zombie trailer you watched that you saw and you were like, wow, that is amazing. That is so hype. What is that one for you? For me, lads, I always say it's either between the Shadows trailer or the Chronicles trailer. Chronicles trailers were lit, bruh. I see a lot of good variation though in the chat. Some Shangri-La, Shadows as well. Mob had some really great trailers. That was when JB came through. Garod, yep. GK. Entirety of World at War, classics. Yeah, I agree. Rev, very interesting. Rev actually did have some really good trailer work. Blood in there, bro. Some D Machine, bro. Let's go, man. D Machine was a good trailer. I'm not even gonna lie. D Machine was actually a very good trailer. No cap, man. No cap about that.
Or a stream or whatever from a game. Like
Moon was
I'm
really good,
listening
too.
all the time.
And
like
Buried.
even if it's like second-handedly through you guys sometimes and just hearing what you guys think about all sorts of games out there, it really does help. Like, it's a
Shut
very
up,
like
bro.
big learning process for me a lot.
Shut
and
up.
It's something that I
Who
definitely
said
will
that?
continue to do
Shut
in the future.
up.
Is like, yeah, let's
You're
keep
getting
playing
banned,
games. Let's
fam.
keep experiencing stuff, and let's keep learning from the
Oh my
industry
gosh.
and what makes community really, really special. And
I agree with that. Exotic
They
Eagle,
say
thank you
a
for
man
5.
is known by the company he keeps. I guess that's why they call me a mobster.
Yo, this guy's spitting, dude. That's iconic lines right there. Bro.
with that, how can we
that a
differentiate
mob of that gamer?
ourselves and be different than everything else out there? That's a big part as well. And I think part of that is making videos like this and actually talking to you guys, because that just doesn't happen a lot.
I mean,
like,
true.
You'd be surprised, but a lot of the big players.
Dude, I know
don't
it just
talk-
happened. All the screens on JC's monitors went dark because he didn't move the mouse and he was just recording for that long. I hate when that happens to me, bro. Opinions on Rev lazy development? Rev wasn't lazily developed. They just went with a different plan because they were trying to put the Great War map in BO4. So F's and chat, boys. Real
to the
sad.
community as much as they should, in my opinion.
Liam Winter
And
is
that's
gonna be a
something
furry
that
suit if he hits
I
1,000
value
subs.
very, very much.
I
is
think
just
so,
an
boys.
Open
Get that man in a
dialogue,
furry
open
suit, boys.
communication, or just check-ins, just talking on camera, talking to a camera just like I am right now. You know, like I'm always open. I'm always open on what we should do moving forward to really build the community the right way we want to build it. And I know it's early. I know there's not even a game announced yet. And that's why there honestly hasn't been a ton of content from me about Deviation, is because I don't want to overly tease you guys. Like, I don't
True.
want to come
I
on
mean,
video
lads,
every-
they're at the like they're probably like still developing. They're probably like, what the heck? What are we even gonna do? You know. So I mean, like, chat. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the leaks are true with the games coming out for 2024, boys, it's 2022 July. Like, we're like a year and a half at least away. Probably like 2.5 years away, bro.
every day and go, ha ha ha, let's talk about deviation even though nothing's announced. That's annoying. I don't want to do that.
True.
I want to wait till the time is right. But before
Exactly.
then, I want to learn.
Gotta
Let
go
me
gradual.
know what you like. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know
This
what
man's
you want me to
spitting,
do as a
bro.
community manager. Let me know what type of content you do want when the time comes, and I will happily oblige. Like, that is the point of all of this, is that we're supposed to
Yeah,
work
this
together.
makes
We're
me.
supposed to-
This puts a smile on my face. This makes me so happy to know that they care that much, man. They're not just gonna release something. They're gonna take everything about the gaming community and make something different with that. That is feedback right there. That's
experience,
true. That
That
is
new
true.
things out there
That
and,
is
and
amazing.
learn from the best and try to figure out, hey, what are like the gold standard practices we should do to really build the community the way we want to build it. And that's a very long-winded answer when I said it was going to be a short-winded
I love
answer.
that. I
but
love that. That's an
absolutely.
amazing
I think
answer.
streaming and playing all sorts of games has gone really hand in hand with me figuring out like how I actually want to help build this thing with y'all. So
True.
Yeah. All right, we got
Work
one
with the
final
dedicated
question here from
homies,
Dead
for real.
Sounds. I know this video is long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. What's one word
Oh,
you would
man.
use to describe the
Chat,
future
what?
at Deviation Games?
What is he gonna say?
That is a tough one. One word. I can
Five
only
head
pick one
question
word.
right there.
I can't use deviate. That would be cheating. Using the word deviation would be cheating.
Yo,
but that is a word that
Are they gonna
is very
deviate,
fitting.
man?
I would say,
What is he gonna say?
man.
What is
I
this
don't want
word
to say
gonna be?
community either, because that's just kind of a cop out. I feel like a good word to chew on would be, if you guys heard me say it, would be fresh. Fresh. I'm saying fresh
Ooh,
because
that's a great word. That's a great word, man. Keeping things fresh, man.
I think that
Subway
Deviation Games
sandwich,
has
man.
potential to leave a very, very unique mark on the industry.
Is JC working for Subway?
I think
now?
we have the chance to do something very unique, something very fresh, something very fun. And I
Anyone
really
chewing on
want
that
us
answer, boys?
to come up with new ways as well of how we
We're
build
eating
a
fresh
community.
Subway out here, bro.
And it all sort of it goes together in that word of like fresh, uniqueness, whatever you want to say. It's that aspect that makes me excited to be there every single
That's
day.
what I'm
It's
saying,
what gets
man.
me up
You
in
can
the
just
morning
tell that they're making something
and
great, bro.
has me grinning ear to
You
ear
can tell,
when
boys.
I am on the calls, working on this thing. It's knowing that we have the potential to make something here truly, truly special and unique and
Let's
fresh.
go.
That's what is just freaking
Let's
amazing.
go.
So, tell me if you like this video.
Yeah.
Tell me if you
Woo!
enjoyed it, and let
Lads,
me
we
know
learned a lot
if
from
you
this
wanna
video.
See more of this because
Lads,
we could absolutely do more.
we learned a
of
lot
these
from this video.
Q&As if you guys want. If you guys
Actually,
wanna
good
get
video,
a little
boys.
bit more of the behind the scenes of how I've been thinking, what I've been experiencing.
And boys, this is what I'm saying. The homies that made GKDE, Derice, all the greatest zombies maps are at Deviation Games now. How can they fail?
You can absolutely do some of that. Thank you
How
guys so much
can
for
they
watching, though.
fail?
If you watched all the way to the end of this video, you are a real one.
We're real ones,
Love you
boys.
so much.
Woo!
Thank you very, very
Thank
much
y'all,
for
bro.
just being here, supporting
Lads.
for as long as you probably have
Makes
on
me
the
hyped.
channel.
Makes me excited, boys.
You guys have had
That's
my
a big
back
W.
for years.
W
None
or L,
of this
boys. I'm
would have
saying it's a
happened
W.
Without your support, whether it was all those years ago, whether it's last year, whether it's now, none of it.
Massive, bro.
And be sure to follow Deviation Games on Twitter. Get the following up to 40K followers. Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Yeah,
Let's
come
get the
on, bro.